Что происходит опять?
Oh, hello. She's awfully... Is that... I don't know who she is. Likely one of them. Wait, can't imagine. I'm... Never... Of course... I've rather as... I'm Lenora by... Do you... It was...
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Don't be a pussy.
I can't quite reach.
I can't.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Так. Твоя мать права. Hey, they're pretty.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious.
Furious.
Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Good luck.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Что с твоим лицом сейчас было, блин? Ты кто? Дубай. Алина Дубай. Okay.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Gobbled up.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Adele.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Although, I suppose certain schools... Revelio.
Reveal your dirty secrets. Опа. Wait, hold up. Мне кажется, тут...
Oh
shit.
Play a game of Quidditch on the moors during the holiday park. I always feel quite safe in it.
Это не я.
If you're involved.
Так, куда попасть? Джон Сина. Джон Сина садовник. What the heck?
Oh,
Еще
My aunt
одно.
says I should get to Hogsmeade.
Зеленый хрустящий. Опа.
Says it's
Блин,
good
она
to get
красная.
off the castle.
Ой, ты дура такая, возьми зеленую.
I should have known better than to buy
Слушай,
something
зелёный
for a child
возьму.
walking the streets of Hogsmeade. It's
Жри, блин, зеленое яблоко. So good. Где был тут чай, где-то был?
Good morning.
Good
I
morning.
trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
Oh my God, это две
OWLs.
вонючие.
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Телефонная книга.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Ну иди давай.
This way.
This way.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Опа.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Ребелио. Рецепты домовых эльфов, страница руководства. Коллекция любимых рецептов студентов Хогвартса, которые собирались на протяжении веков. Хавка, what the fuck? Зачем мне рецепты? Да блять. Так, что происходит?
Clever, isn't it?
Тихо. Clever. Моя S. Что-то не забрал здесь, получается. А, еще не готово. Нахер эти очки. В жизни задолбало уже их носить. Коллекции. Так, что здесь у нас? Коллекции. Страница Ревелио. Господи, что за дрочево.
Is open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Протего?
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
А что, работает сенсор? Погнали.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Таймсейвер. Опа. Блин,
You can
задолбал
get almost
следовать.
anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
У меня нет друзей, иди нахуй.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to
Не
himself
лезь, да,
for
с не
now.
в свои дела, блин. Опа.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
Вспомнишь говно, блядь.
Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today.
Да ты можешь
And
же
remember to
свалить,
use
сука.
your field guide. It
Заебала,
will be
блядь.
invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be
Блядь.
using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Ты ебало можешь закрыть нахуй? Иди нахуй отсюда. Теперь этот, блядь.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так. Вы можете отслеживать суп задать с помощью карты. Зачем мне открыть? Блин, зачем? Зачем мне карту открыть? Окей.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Что он делает? А, щелкает книгой. Скидыщ, скидыщ.
Revelio.
Клинк. А что пикнуло? А что пикает?
Revelio.
Да шо пикает-то? Что это такое? Это все заклинания, что ли? Что-то маловато. А. Фусрута. Мгм. А где был Даш? Где он прям прыгает резко так? Как-то резко прям. Нет. А, вот это? Нет. Jesus. Protego. Короче, непонятно ни хера. Ну ладно.
Revelio.
Now, Annabelle, it was a long time ago.
Как убрать этот след?
Revelio.
Что за флешбэнк? О, вот, показалось. То есть какой-то алкаш.
He said I had a complexion like a hippocampus egg. Fancy saying
Some
that?
of us don't necessarily
it's because
want
I
him
don't
to get
sleep
back to
well.
the lesson.
Sharp caught me making faces behind his back. It was awful. Not to mention losing so many house points.
He's absolutely
Ну ладно, let's go.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Теннис с книжкой, да. Потрясающе. Так, что-то... Акцио. Зафиксируйте свою палочку, самому направляйте. А, господи, опять. Бум, бам, бим.
Accio!
Акио. Акцио, Акио.
That is not bad.
Not bad.
You are a
Why
swift
are you
learner.
gay?
I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it.
Ogай?
You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Onai.
Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
На пердел, конечно, надо бы выйти.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Конечно.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Splendid! Stay focused.
Это что за скам?
That's it!
50. That's a 50. That's a 50.
Very good.
Stop. Стой.
Don't lose your composure.
Scum.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Разъебу тебя. 1 на 1, блять, погнали нахуй.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Так дай, блять. Hello? Чё? А, нахуй эти. Yes. $50. Easy, 50.
Splendid!
Be sharp.
Bro, suck my balls, bro, suck my balls.
That is how
Тоже
it's done.
50. Тоже 50, но это разъебщик будет, конечно. Эй, no way, brother. Катись. Ох ты ж.
Well done. Watch this.
Ain't no fucking way, bro. Сука так. Бля. Как перезапустить нахуй это говно? А, QTE. Блять, еще раз go.
Excellent control there.
Как еще раз сыграть?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
На нахуй. Сосать.
There we go.
Easy.
Very good.
Be sharp.
Куда катишься, алло? Ain't no fucking way, bro.
That is how it's done.
Вот так вот, да? Не. О чем ты, тетя?
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it?
Oh my
Not
god.
that
Bro. What the fuck?
Here we go.
Говно сейчас было. На месте.
Phew.
Сейчас тебя разъебу, блять. Easy.
Brilliant.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Да уже easy. Я справлюсь.
Thank you, but I've been holding
Thank
my own.
you.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
See ya.
Of course.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
You know it
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
О, это же из шамана. Ой, что я сделал? Надо вот так. Я не то нажал, надо вот так. В смысле, Акио не действует?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Ooh, nice. Не, ты попади, блин. Nice.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Skiddish. Nice. Да туда, куда ты смотришь? Не видишь, да? Нахер эти учебники все.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Чё надо?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me.
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Что с твоим лицом, блин? Jesus.
Revelio.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot,
Да
and he
заткнись
says
ты,
it's a flack.
блядь, Акион, нахуй его.
You'll get us all attention.
Заебал.
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Иди отсюда нахуй, сука. Так. Это лошадь. Стоп. Как это работает? Киса. 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 Какая здоровая котейка. Уф, блин. What the fuck? Ничего не понял. Стоп, или сначала здесь, да, допустим, 2, 4. Лошадь. Что? Здесь же...
Revelio.
Еще здесь есть. Господи. Тут же еще есть. Где даун? Стоп, а что здесь тогда не сходится, получается? Допустим, будет так, да. Шесть. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Нет, так. Погоди, блин. Вау.
I was trapped on the grand staircase for an hour the other day waiting for it to
Чём
move.
смысл?
Sharp didn't believe me when I told him why I was late.
I wonder how many secret passages Hogwarts actually has. I stumbled on one the other day. Couldn't find my way out for hours. Missed my favourite meal, I did. Kidney pie.
Have you been to the Owlery lately? House elves have fallen a bit behind in cleaning this week.
I'd wager Ravenclaw Tower has some of the best views in the castle. Someone saw a hippogriff fly right past the window once.
Тут есть краб. Я дал.
Revelio.
My friends and I like to spend our evenings watching the sunset at the Quidditch pitch. The pitch is good for this year, sadly.
А, стоп. В чем смысл был, блин? Я так и не понял.
Revelio. Это вот.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Oh. Ho. Such a beautiful music. Oh.
Revelio.
Что за обезьяна там, блин? Просто Джокер, что ли?
got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
My pee-pee.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Your mom? Your mom.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Опа. Так. И чё?
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
Stay down.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Not for your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick man.
Protego. Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you
Иди
get.
отсюда, лох.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Не хочу я с этим лохом базарить. Чё ты меня научишь?
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be with the wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
О, ты разговариваешь, что ли? No, we're not.
Revelio.
And the boys don't make it any easier. The noise from their dormitory, you'd think they were sleeping next to mandrakes.
Hey, yo, what the?
I don't mind living in dormitories. No parents around nagging me to pick up my robes.
Cat! Так, что я делаю вообще? Посмотрелся на попу.
Leviosa.
Так, ладно. Не понял. Так где это задание, ёб твою ж. Что за бред? Даун, что ли? Что происходит? А, блин, скип, блин. Ой, господи, какая же тупая навигация, абсолютно. Как это по-русски бы?
Afraid of a staircase?
Соверши.
Когда один студент читал «Престолов» том, сосед его с Рязани играл, забыв про сон.
Что за кринж?
Не так все было. Где же твое хваленое уважение?
Уважением историю не пишут.
Ведьмаку заплатите чеканной монетой, чеканной монетой. О-о-о. Ведьмаку заплатите, сочтется все
Серьезно? Что за обезьяна там?
With something small.
My pee-pee.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Your mom? Your mom.
Bravery runs in my family.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
My brother put a Brindalo in my bed. Possibly a bit.
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
А что здесь может понадобиться?
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Так, какой-то толстый дядя.
I've learned all of them.
Lumos. That's 3 people. Yo, that's 3 people. Серьезно? Эта страница реально...
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
I have a pollution idea, but I don't how inconvenient travel was.
Revelio.
В смысле, я же нашел. Чего?
Lumos.
Что за фигня? В смысле? Так и чё? Что за бред? Я же нашел. Отстань. Где это? Чё надо, блин?
Revelio.
Ой, блин. Что здесь? Блин, как это все понять?
Revelio.
А вот это? What the fuck is this? Ну, в смысле?
Revelio.
Что с тобой делать?
Leviosa.
Что с тобой делать?
Revelio. Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Lumos.
Что за бред?
Let's get you back to your
собачий?
frame, little moth.
Jesus. Ну, окей, имеет смысл. Мотылек следует за светом. Блядь, ну пиздец, конечно. Твою мать, а? Как его вернуть-то? Ну иди... отключить надо.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Окей, нормально. Нормально, пазл.
Revelio.
Oh, I don't like how far.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
I think it's a sign when you're best at something. Pick me.
Revelio.
Have you finished your herbology?
Чё грустно?
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Рассказывай.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened a piece of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did our meet tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Так. Заберите летающую библиотеку книги.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Золото посоровало.
Revelio.
Еще какой-то. А где он находится? Здесь.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Какой-то там бандит есть, значит.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello.
Revelio.
Desperately need to improve my charms marks this year. Perhaps I can find a house.
Да.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Revelio.
Опять что-то пикнуло. Могу ли я прыгнуть? Блин, здесь что ж?
Revelio. Protego.
Lumos.
Вот эта мразь летающая. Где она? Да.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
Latin.
Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Так. Этим перчиком надо зарядить.
Sam's one year, we were so engrossed in our buses.
I spend the entire day.
Lumos.
А, это он запустил.
I'm still struggling with Dad. It's startling. So many of them.
Ну давай, reflection.
I almost fell asleep the last time you started talking about what Binns had been teaching.
Well, thank you very much. I shall remember that next time you ask to borrow sites of historical sorcery.
Don't worry, I shan't be borrowing that again. I think I lost a week of my life trying to get through Chapter 1.
Oh, you should have stuck it out to Chapter 3. Goblin rebellions of the 18th century. Riveting.
I hope you both know how magnificently boring you both sound.
What?
Get the fuck out! Wait, what? Okay.
Lumos. Revelio.
Почему Люмос на ходу можно? Нельзя, блин.
Revelio.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as for only one time per week, I can plunge.
Заткнись. Перчтосы. Окей.
not for the meek. Please, you'll make me late. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp. Sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar.
Accio!
So I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm.
Leviosa! Lumos! Revelio!
I won't talk about this. Let us keep our heads about it. I'm too sorry. I didn't mean...
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio. Accio! Leviosa! Revelio.
Oh shit. Ну да, чё у нас бойцовский
Can I
клуб?
help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Конечно.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Ты чё такая токсичная, мразь? Ты чё, блин? Так.
There goes my wager.
Leviosa, you're better than that!
Leviosa!
Descendo!
Act like a winner!
Confringo!
Leviosa! Find the one!
Да ты блин.
Accio! Don't shy away now.
Confringo!
Some big hits that round.
Easy peasy.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Все закрыто. Я. Хорош, вот это паркур. Хопа. Как перейти? Нельзя, что ли? Сейчас стоп.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
No.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Okay.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Да ты заебал, я не пью.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
No.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio. This is the right area. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Some kind soul help me?
I trust the
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo. Revelio.
Давай, девочки, сходим. Где моя, блин, палочка?
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
What the fuck?
Gobstones. Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Да блин, опять надо все искать.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Reparo.
Nice.
Lumos. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
какие-то закладки, блять, с насваем ищем. Заебись, игра нахуй. Искать, блять, закладки с насиком нахуй. Да.
Revelio.
I'm glad I don't have to stay in the castle for the holidays.
Revelio.
No one likes a coxcomb. Humility is one of my greatest. By Merlin, I will no sooner tolerate indolence than insolence. Neither.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
You'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Accio.
Там что туда пустил.
Revelio. Revelio. keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Адвенчер, блядь, найти какую-то херню очередную, блин. Адвенчер.
Revelio. Lumos.
В чем смысл, блядь?
Revelio. Lumos.
Господи, я же об этом думал. Блять, ну такой бред ебаный. Восемь. 9, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Тух. Блять. 8.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. 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 I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Сейчас как-то...
Levioso. Revelio.
Oh shit.
Revelio. Revelio.
Так, ладно, что здесь? 15, 8, 2, 6. То есть в первый. есть. Первое это у нас 5-6 игуана. Так, 9 плюс 3, 9 плюс 3, 7, 7 у нас 4, 5, 6, 7 плюс 15.
Revelio. 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 I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Oh shit.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her. Revelio.
I'd like one. Self one day.
I can appreciate Hogsmeade.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
What are you up to now?
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Заебал ты с камнями нахуй.
Hello, Zenobia. I've found all of your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio.
Погоди, 10.
I need someone to lend me some potions.
Revelio.
Actually brew one. I wouldn't have the faintest idea what to put in there.
Revelio.
Why would Slytherin so dreary?
I've been meaning to ask you. You wouldn't have an extra quill I could borrow, would you?
Revelio. Revelio.
I managed to conjure a hedgehog once, but it disappeared after. I wanted you to get switching back. Yes, I did. Don't look at me like that.
I was worried Transfiguration.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
All I have at home are brothers. I thought sharing a room with girls would be fun.
Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
My father said
Lumos.
They say her relics study magical and mundane plants.
I'm not looking forward at all to learning about the snake.
Ну, слушайте, я там что-то такое не помню. Я тут такого не помню, нет.
We have the most annoying of all.
Human transfiguration is dangerous. Charlotte Morrison had to go to the hospital wing last year.
Revelio.
Закрыто, вот ты ж собака.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago. I can undo all that happened that day.
It's a good thing Lowry is away from the
Revelio.
We're going to see stay up the latest.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Forgot to read the chapter for potions.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
Revelio. So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Пердящий лук, блять, охуенно.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Is that a chicken?
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
What's this? Oh shit.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Блин, первый раз разъебался. Я чё ты доебался? Думаешь, я смогу?
I enjoy divination, but when it
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Revelio.
I adore spending sunny afternoons in the viaduct courtyard. Wonderful place to practice Accio on other students' books. Have you ever seen a professor?
Жопу сейчас Акио, блядь. Посмотрим, там будет что-то издеваться, блядь.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio. 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 Lumos.
It's a good thing we have all of them.
Revelio.
My mother was shocked the first time I sent her an owl from Hogwarts. She'd never seen anything like it.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I can always rely on my patrons to keep me safe. My mother used to say I was lazy, wouldn't pick up my toys, she said.
Revelio.
Blooming pit. Not again. I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try.
Give me that shit, bro.
Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Чё? Блин, выглядит как дерьмо ссаное. Ты сейчас серьезно?
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Curious indeed. Такое, наверное.
How intriguing.
Oh, shut the fuck up, блядь.
Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Только ничего не меняется.
Curious indeed. intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Ты можешь заткнуться, блядь?
Curious indeed. How intriguing. A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Lumos. Revelio.
A spot of failure's a good thing. A few more house elves in my house. Whoever decided to make a
You might spell
Lumos.
some people struggle with simple levitation. I could probably...
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.